All right, we are back with some more Sons of the Forest. What's going on today? Well, you can see no more snow. Snow is gone. It's snowing, no snows. But we're not done working where we need to be working, so we're going to go work where we need to work. In the place where we're working. That's what we're going to do. Kelvin, he'll eventually get around to following us. Probably. At some point in time. Sooner or later. Nah, he'll probably fall in the water. I'm not going to fight him. Once again, I need to build tolls along here. Yeah, see, he fell in the water. He fell into the water. Right there, he fell into the waters. Okay. All right, what were we doing last time? Well, we were building this. Yeah, we're going to keep this. Unfortunately, we can't build anymore here. We have a majority of the work done that we need to do. There is the majority. And we don't have to put up with those stupid winter rules. You walked outside for 2 minutes. You're freezing. All right. Well, we have restarted the game, so maybe, just maybe, we can put in some things. I don't know why I put that there. Who knows why I do things? Because I certainly don't. Any more lame ass enemies? Yeah. Pretty sure we killed them all. They keep showing up. Soon we'll be able to start working with, you know, some real building materials. Stone. This whole working with wood is really cramping my style quite a bit. Huh, she brought me a fish. Can I spin these? I want to spin them. No, I think I'm going to leave them this way. Hey, there's Kelvin. You can see him in the water. Look at the man using our walkway. I don't know where he's going now. He just turned around. He's going the other way now. Who knows what this guy does? He's like going the other way. See him? All right, Kelvin, you want something to do? Where are you at, buddy? Come here. Follow me. Okay, follow me. Let's go over here. Oh, of course. Sure. Okay. Get logs. The holders. I'll get a couple pieces of buffer armor here. All right, let's see if we can. Nope. Apparently, we're just not allowed to put in braces. We're just not allowed to put in. Really, game? We're not allowed to put a brace right here. Really? How? How is this not even allowed? I've rebooted the game even. Nope, just you can put one there, but you can't put one here. Why not? Because reasons. Well, that's not a reason. Yeah, but you do understand. Yeah, I do understand. I do understand. You still not fucking program anything, do you? Come on. All of these we got a brace on. Got braces around this one. This one? Nope. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, we could put a brace in. All right, let's take this one out. Okay. Now, can we put one on over here now? No. No, we can't. Why? Because just, reasons. Like this would just be, reasonable to do that. Can I put this one here? No. But I can put this one here. We could put a brace right here. What's that do for us? Not really anything, but we can do it. Can we put a brace here? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. I got Doofer. And Doofer Lot. Oh, was that funny? Here's something funny. Anybody want to give me a reason? Why we're not able to do that? Anyone? Bueller? Can I brace this? I can brace this. No fucking clue why we can't do this one. That makes literally no sense. How many times have we braced center columns before in our builds? At least 4. At least 4. Probably 5. Maybe even 6. So you can't even do that one. What in the name of all fuckery is going on here? We can do this one, but you can't do this one. What in the name of all fuckery is happening here? It's just so stupid. This is so stupid. This whole thing here is being held up. But we're not able to brace this one corner. Jesus. What a big pile of nuts. Right. Can't do that corner. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Can't do that one. Or that one. Or this one. Or that one. Figure it out, man. Just figure it out. Yeah, if you take it all apart and put it back together, you should be able to brace it all. Yeah, because that's exactly what I want to do. What I want to do on my Saturday afternoon. All right. All right. Get in the hall. Bullshit notwithstanding. Hang on. If I pull this, can I possibly? No. What in all the name fuckeries is this shit? Really? You can pull it, but you can't brace it. Oh yeah, you can pull it out, but you can't put a brace in there. No, it's too. You don't understand. You don't understand the complexity that we have to deal with. Yeah. I also smell bullshit. Can I put this in now? No. No, that would make too much sense. Now, wouldn't it? How about over here? Can I put a brace here? No, that'd make no. Well, no. That'd make too much sense too. Put one there. Can I put one here? Nope. Oh yeah, I can. Put one right there. What do you know? We can put a whole bunch of braces here, but we can't put them in joints that, might support an entire area. People wonder why I don't give this game a 10 of 10. You're just being mean. Nah, a little bit more than that. Let me put these the other way. Okay. Should be able to finish up the Motel 5 today. Probably. Okay. There's some more idiots out here. Oh. All right, well, you get your bed in the Motel 5, and you get You get a stick chair. You get a stick chair. Well, this is not the Hilton Garden Inn or, you know. You're lucky to get, you're lucky to get a room at the Motel 5. Everybody gets a chair. It always goes in the same place, too. It's just not, you put it in the corner and... Oh no, we're almost out of sticks. Oh no, whatever shall we do? We'll get more sticks, is what we do. I think there's a table that we could use. Yeah, like a little bit crappy table. You get a little crappy table. Some wood for this. I don't have any dresser drawers, so we can't build an end table. No. We can go through here. She's over there sitting on the firewood thing. Table goes inside. Of course, we have to pick the log up because the log's in the way now. Oh my God, game, stop it. Out of the way. Oh, we're going to put these in. That way I can just build them. Phew. We're just do this game. Virginia, does it look like I need aloe vera? All right, we got a chair in here. We got a bed in here. We got a little desk for everybody to sit at. No, the chair does not go at the desk. This is where you're going to have to put your clothes. Because we don't have anything that would resemble a bookcase. No, we're not going to put any shelves in either. No, this is you're not getting lights in here because this is, this is the Motel 5. You're lucky to get a bed at the Motel 5. You got a lock on your door. You got a chair to sit in. Chair doesn't move, but you can put your laundry, you can put your clothing on top of there. All right, that's about as all everybody's going to get. Over here is where you check in, right? You come in. The guy's going to have his thing open here. What the shit? These are so shitty. Look at this. This is so awful. How in the world would anybody want to put these things in their base? I have no idea. Those things are ugly. So over here, this is where the guy, the little checkout guy is, where he charges you money. Stay at the Motel 5. The cashier. Let's put it in a shelf. Put a shelf right here. God, that is so hideous. How? How is it possible? We use up all our tape for the beds. Or did we? Will we get lucky? Yes. I chuck some more things around. Then we want maybe a couple more of these logs. See, we already have a customer. We already have a customer. Well, it's not the customer you always want, but you're telling me I'm not hitting his leg? Oh, another customer. You, sir. Need to wait in line like everybody else. Guy's trying to cut in line. You know how people are. Another one, huh? Another line cutter. Any friends around here? All right. This is the checkout counter where, you know, hang on. Yeah, I can put these in here real quick. Here we go. A little bit of cash there, you know. Guy can make some change. What are you shooting at? Oh. Huh? It was quite clear that I cut that guy. Game's full of its own poop. All right, so let's finish this up tomorrow. I mean, look at this nonsense. Armor getting taken off because, oh, you missed him. No, I did not miss him. Freaking game lies. I chucked him on the leg 3 or 4 times, at least 12, probably even 14 times. Let's get some sleep. We'll finish up the Motel 5. You know, chucking fish in your backpack might not be the, how would one say? Might not be one of the best ideas. That eventually kind of would stink after a while, you know? We do have some fish on it. I may as well go ahead and fill up our rack up here. There's Kelvin. Just eat that. Watch our thirst meter go down. Here, now drink that. Drink. Raw meat, raw meat. Calvin, move. Move. All right, let's finish up the Motel 5. Yeah, one of the bullshit green ones. All right, over here. And this is where you check in, you know. And then, let's see here. In this room here, here we go. There's always a guy or, you know, a gal or whatever. Always sleep in there, you know. There's always somebody who sleeps in one of these places. Because, you know, the place is staffed 24/7. And they can have a desk, a writing desk. Because they have to do their daily reports, you know, for the company. Company is requiring them to do their daily reports. They got to do their, and they got to count their money at the end of the shift. You know. One, two, 1, 2, 3. That's ridiculous out of me. Oh no, they're so dangerous. They may hit you. Ah. Okay. Such a dangerous foe. Whatever shall you do? Where's her post sticking out here? I don't know. guys can have themselves a chair to work at. You know what? They can have a little more expensive one. They can have a bone chair. You know, because I'm sure that's how comfortable these chairs are. I mean, they wouldn't want to buy their employees something comfortable like a nice chair to sit at. No, they want to give these guys the worst chairs possible. There you go. You can have a chair now. You got your desk. There's also usually a television in here, but we don't have any TVs or entertainment, you know, because these guys don't have a lot to do during the day. And we only have 5 rooms, so they don't. Also, they do need a place to, we're going to give them a ceiling torch, but there you go. Now you can, we should actually probably take that down. That's going to cause, yeah, I didn't think about this. It's going to cause lag. Just put that over there. Give me it back. Yeah, we're not going to put in 400 lighting sources. There you go. Well, it's too bad you can't have some lights. Is there any lighting things we potentially do? I mean, ceiling lamps produce light. I don't think we can give these guys anything else in here. There's not a lot of decor items. Oh, wait. Nope. There is a wall shelf. Hang on. And we'll go ahead and put in another one. Let's put it right here. Oh my gosh. And what goes on here? I'm glad you asked. You know, spam. And that's probably what these guys eat. Spam and cereal. Maybe some clams. Have some rotten clams. There you go. There's your lunch. They got their spam. They got their cereal. The clams. I don't know where the clams come from, but or why they have them, but that's what they have. Shelf. Yes, a shelf needs to go outside. Kelvin, what are you doing, buddy? We're going to put the shelf right here. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to use our pretendination again, okay? We're going to have to use our pretendination because, well, we don't have a lot of options. The game designers don't give us a lot of options. So we have to pretend. Our pretendinations. Okay. So what are we pretending? What are we pretending this is? I'll give you guys a minute. I'll give you guys a minute to guess. Ugh. That's about right. That's about the type of clientele we attract right there. Go shoot it, you doofus. See, he's hit us twice. And he's only taken one piece of armor, and it's only creepy armor. What kind of nonsensical monster is this? Shoot him. What a dumbass monster. Such a stupid idea. Again. All right. Anybody have a guess? Anybody know? And this is really a really great thing. The monsters don't despawn for God knows how long. And so they're stuck in the middle of a door or door frame or your wall. Like, even though you've removed the creepy armor from them, they're just going to stick around for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, there's really great design there, guys. Block our entrance to that room now. Because fuck you at night. So anyways, what were we going to put in here? Well, at every single one of these places, there's always a vending machine. Always a vending machine. They always have crappy drinks and sodas and whatnot. Well, we don't have vending machines, so we're just going to have to like put soda. We'll have to put in energy drinks. And energy bars. I got a gazillion of these things. We got so many of these things. No, that's not really where I wanted them. Thanks. There we go. Oh my gosh. Could you please disappear? What a joke. Okay, so there's the vending machine. Well, you know, the bottom should be open. You know what? Let's do it this way. Yeah, we have to use our pretendination. We don't have the... We can't have nice things around here. We just have to pretend that we do. What? Where'd he go? There you go. Oh, thank you for finally moving the oversized crap monster. Oh, and by the way, the people who work here probably they're probably on drugs. So let's just the pain of working here causes their joints to fail. You know, they look at their lives and go, "What am I doing? I'm working here at this place." They have to have drugs in order to cope with the pain that their lives have become. We'll come back here in a second. There we go. All right, Motel 5, and this is where we're gonna have to pretend you put the coins in here, and we're gonna pretend that the stuff drops to the very bottom. That's how we're gonna do it. We have to pretend. Yeah, you know. All right, let's get our cart out of here. Okay. Really appreciate that Kelvin just leaves all this stuff around laying around. It's great. Okay, any more? We do need some more wood. Take this apart. Okay, now, why? Why? Why can we not do this? Why can we not put something simple as a brace there? I don't know. I do not know. Oh, there is something that I do want to build. Hang on. I may use these later. Mm. And inside here, they always have some crappy plant. I don't know, plant a Devil's Club. There you go. Plant a Devil's Club. And then we want to make sure that nobody can get in here. You know, because where all the money's counted and whatnot. So we got to have the lock on the inside, not on the outside. Lock goes on the inside. There you go. Why is this on the outside? Oh my gosh, this thing's backwards, isn't it? Fine. Put it this way. Yes, the lock must be on the inside so people can't come in here while the person is counting the money. Of course. Virginia has now taken up residence inside of the area. She wants to be the manager. Right. Now. I got a bit of decoration I could do over here. Yeah, should probably bring the cart over, huh? Yeah. Maybe I'll just have everybody suffer today. You just suffer back and forth. We built this awful. We built this awful quick, huh? Oh, the whole structure, you know. A lot of demons over here. But so, you know how like every hotel you go into and there's like a lounge area. It's like Kelvin's got the idea here. There's like a lounge, except they don't have any room for a lounge, so they built a outdoor platform to maybe have a nice view of the lake, but they couldn't quite get that right either. they couldn't quite get the nice view correct, so they built a partial lounge. You get the cheap seats where these guys are. Chasing after Kelvin. There we go. They don't even. So when you sit down, you can't even see very well because other things are in the way. They didn't even get this right, you know. I mean, it's a Motel 5. What do you expect? You know, that's a little lounge area, and it's just not really. That's where you're supposed to have like meetings and whatnot. Talk to clients and stuff. they can't even get that right. It's a Motel 5. There's 5 rooms. We have the check-in place. We have all the place we need. I really need to do this back portion because this guy, he doesn't understand how to, stand on top of a corner piece. Yeah, we're not putting any lighting sources in places other than where our home is because, well, the game does not do well if you put a lot of light sources in. Does not like it at all. That's our gorgeous view. The best gorgeous view that we're ever going to get. We finally got that Motel 5 done. Yay. I do have a couple more buildings we're going to build off of that. Plus, we'll have to start setting stuff up for wintertime. I've got another big build that I want to work on then. And I got about 8 big builds that I want to do. We'll do maybe a little more touch up over there in the Motel 5 the next time, but I think we're pretty much done with that area. Well, no, we're not done with it. I got a couple more buildings we need to build. But that's going to do it for today's episode. Appreciate everybody stopping by, hanging out, and watching. And we'll see you next time.